want to touch on stakeholder engagement, which you have mentioned in your remarks, Mr. Vimal. We are working closely with the National Police Service, and I think this was touched on by our CEO, where we have been assured that we have sufficient police officers to protect Kenyans during this period of elections. We shall have 2 officers per polling station. Remember, we have over 46,000 polling stations. We shall have officers manning tallying centers. That then is both at the constituency, county, and the national tallying center. And we have been informed that the country will be secured during this period. So I want to assure business people and other Kenyans that they should not worry during election time. Just go vote and go about what you do. You should not be worried about the security during that time. In case you are aggrieved, and this we have witnessed as a commission, we have a working arrangement with the judiciary through Judicial Committee on Elections. We have been holding meetings with this committee and discussing various ways of how to manage disputes before and after elections. This committee also has arranged trainings for magistrates, judges, which the commission attended and trained the magistrates and judges on how we do the elections. I see from the program that there's some training which will go on after this, and I think it's important that you pay attention so that we move together as a country. We also have working relationships with the DPP. As a commission, the law requires that we manage code of conduct. During nomination of candidates, the political parties and candidates signed a code of conduct. And then the commission is expected to enforce this code of conduct, which we did from the 20th of January this year when we gazetted the election, gave a notice of election in the gazette notice. However, at some point, the High Court declared the Electoral Code of Conduct unconstitutional. So we have been hampered about enforcing the Code of Conduct. There are many complaints which have been coming to us, but what we do is then forward them to the DPP, and the DPP then is expected to prosecute these individuals through the magistrate's court. I'm yet to see any of the matters in the magistrate's courts. As a commission, what the law had provided for us is that the code of conduct is quasi-judicial. It doesn't follow the rules of evidence and the criminal procedure code. So we were able in 2017 to dispense with complaints within 24 to 48 hours, and we brought sanity on the table. But this time round, because of the court judgment, we are unable to enforce the code of conduct, so we are relying entirely on the DPP. We were not happy with the judgment of the High Court. We filed an appeal in the Court of Appeal. The case was heard 2 weeks ago, but we were told the judgment will be on 4th of November. So again, 4th of November means that we cannot then as a commission do what the Constitution expected us to do. So mine is to appeal to Kenyans, please campaign peacefully, respect each other, and in the counties we have our peace committees through our county election managers preaching the same gospel, campaign peacefully. But as it relates to criminal activities around the election time, with the DPP then will be seized of the matter. I want to finish off by saying that as a commission, we are committed to work with Kenya Daima, and we want to move together in the remaining 30 days. I hope you've been invited to a national conference coming up on 11th and 12th, and I believe you should also be invited to the National Tallying Center so that you can participate when we're coming up with the final results for presidential elections.